Welcome to the Surrey Experience.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Surrey Experience, episode 20 something. How's everyone doing? I'm recording this on the 30th of November 2016, which means December is tomorrow, which means it is the least wonderful time of the year. Does anyone else think Christmas is like overrated, or is it just me? I don't know, dude. I fucking hate Christmas. I blame my parents for me not having like any Christmas spirit, you know, because don't get me wrong, I have the greatest parents of all time, but they had no idea what the fuck they were doing when it came to the holidays. You know what I mean? And I'll cut them some slack because back in the day, there was no Google. So when they came from India, they just kind of had to wing it. But they left so many holes in the story that I never got to enjoy Santa Claus as a kid, you know, like my parents really tried. Like they got an A for effort. But they were just fucking clueless, man. Like, they would buy me and my brother one gift that we'd have to share, right? And they'd claim it's from Santa Claus. It's like, yeah, Mom, I don't think that's how it works. You know, I've never heard of Santa Claus buying two people one gift, right? That's how I knew it was all bullshit. And my dad, he would always put up like one stocking with like nobody's name on it. And there would never be anything inside. Dude, we didn't even have a fucking Christmas tree. Just every year on the 25th of December, one random Christmas present would like magically appear on the dining room table, right? Dude, like I used to even leave out milk and cookies every year, right? Every fucking year. And every Christmas morning when I checked, they'd be like sitting there untouched. No one would ever fucking eat them. Then I started putting the pieces together, right? I was like, how the fuck could Santa Claus's fat ass not eat the milk and cookies I left for him? I put them right next to the fucking chimney. Something's not adding up here. And then one day I just went up to my brother. I'm like, hey man, this whole Santa Claus thing, it seems like a bunch of bullshit, right? And he's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. And that's how I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. Then when I was like in the third grade and all like my classmates, that's when they first started finding out that Santa Claus didn't exist. And all these little fucking nerds are freaking out, right? Like, oh my God, Santa Claus isn't real. Santa Claus isn't real. It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I knew that shit when I was 4. Even the one present my parents would get us, like I never even got to play with because my brother would just beat the shit out of me and take it, you know? So that's probably why I have no Christmas cheer. I couldn't believe how traumatized all the kids in my class were. I don't know, man. I never really gave a shit. Santa Claus not existing like had no effect on me as a child. You know what did traumatize me? When I found out wrestling wasn't real. That shit broke my heart, man. Because I was like the biggest wrestling fan of all time when I was a kid. I didn't give a shit about candy. I didn't give a shit about toys. All I cared about was wrestling, man. Like Bret the Hitman Hart, he was a god to me, dude. I fucking worship that dude. He was so good, man. I really believed it. I bought it hook, line, and sinker, man. I thought that shit was real as fuck. And I was so obsessed with it, man. Every kid in my neighborhood was obsessed with wrestling. We used to like watch wrestling religiously and then like mimic the moves on each other. You know, like we'd like power bomb each other and like fucking put the sharpshooter on each other and shit, right? There was always that one guy on the block that had a trampoline, which was like the closest thing to a wrestling rink, right? And we would all go there and wrestle each other. We would make like belts made out of cardboard and shit, right? And back then we didn't know it was fake. So we would actually like punch each other in the face for real. Dude, there was this one guy in my neighborhood, right? He wanted to mimic a wrestler climbing to the top rope and jumping off, right? So this fucking moron, he goes up to the balcony, right? And he jumps off and he like totally mistimed his jump and he like landed right on the fucking metal part of the trampoline. The fucking idiot broke his like collarbone and everything. And I got to see it happen live. Like that was probably the greatest moment of my childhood. That guy's so lucky that there was like no camera phones back then. Because that shit would have went on World Star so fast. I'm still friends with that stupid idiot to this day. But I hope he's not fucking listening to this. But yeah, like in the 90s, there was like an epidemic in Surrey of like kids wrestling each other and like really injuring each other, right? It got so bad that they finally started showing these like documentaries in school, right? Of how wrestling's fake and how all the wrestlers are like actually talking to each other in the ring, right? They shared all the secrets of pro wrestling. Like, did you guys ever watch those specials where like magicians share all their secrets? It was like the pro wrestling version of that. And dude, I was fucking devastated, man. That was like the worst thing that could have happened to me as a child, man. That was way worse than finding out Santa Claus didn't exist. I was fucking heartbroken, man. I couldn't get over it. Like, I couldn't even look at Bret Hart the same after that shit. You know? But I still kept watching wrestling, man. And it had like it was such a huge part of my childhood. You know what I mean? Like the first pair of boobs I ever saw in my life was because of wrestling. Right? Because back in the day, there was this wrestler. Her name was Sable. And she was supposed to be in like a bikini contest or some shit, right? And like out of nowhere, she just completely took her top off. And I was like 11 years old watching that shit. She showed her like bare chest on TV, dude. She had like these black handprints on her breasts. And me and all my like 11-year-old friends were looking at each other like, dude, what the fuck are those things? Wrestling was so fucked up back then, man. But that was like the best era of wrestling ever, right? Like NWO, Stone Cold Steve Austin, DX. Every kid in my school was doing the suck it thing, right? Even like chicks were doing the suck it thing. Then there was The Rock, the fucking greatest of all time, right? It doesn't matter what your name is. Oh, it was awesome. I have no idea what the point of the story is, by the way. But I'm going to move on to the questions for the week. Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys please stop sending in all these relationship questions to the podcast? It's getting really fucking annoying, man. Every time someone emails the podcast, it's about like a relationship or something, you know? That's all people give a shit about. It's like, dude, there's more to life than sex, man. Every fucking question is like, how do I approach this guy? How do I bang this girl? Just fucking do it, man. Just grow a pair, walk up to him, and fucking make it happen. Every fucking email is always a relationship question. You know, it's like, what color flower should I buy? Who gives a fuck? You know, just don't buy the most expensive ones and don't buy the cheapest ones. Just buy like the $40 ones and keep it neutral, you know? And if like over time you like the person, then start buying like $60 ones. It's not fucking rocket science. And all you fucking broads out there asking me how to approach a guy, just fucking man the fuck up and walk up to him and start talking to him, man. It's 2016, man. If Hillary Clinton can almost become the leader of the free world, you can approach some douche from Surrey. I don't know, man. I'm just sick of all these goddamn relationship questions. You know how much dumb shit I've done in my life? Ask me for some real fucking advice, you know? Like, is it okay if I mix cocaine with MDMA? You know? Questions like that. Or like, my parents want me to become a doctor, but I want to be a stripper. What should I do? Yeah, so with that said, if you would like to send in an email to the podcast, please feel free to email me at thesurreyexperience@gmail.com. Anyways, I'm going to get to the questions for the week now. I hope this isn't a relationship question. All right, here we go. Hi, the Surrey Experience. I love your podcast and they are really funny. Well, thank you. I watch them like all day. I am 12 years old and in grade 7. I was wondering, if you liked a girl, how would you make them like you? See, I fucking knew it. Every goddamn email. Dude, you're fucking 12 years old, man. What the fuck? Girls have cooties. Avoid them at all costs. That's what you should do. That's my fucking advice, man. Dude, you're fucking in grade 7. Be a kid, dude. Play video games. Watch some wrestling, you know? You're going to be dealing with fucking women your whole life, dude. Enjoy your childhood. Girls are overrated. Go rollerblading, man. Do some like 12-year-old shit. And dude, stop listening to this podcast, man. You're fucking in grade 7, dude. This podcast is for adults, all right? Fucking internet. That's my advice, dude. Be 12 years old. Don't worry about girls, all right? They're overrated. Wait till you're fucking older, man. All right? You're too young. Stop listening to this fucking podcast. Stop corrupting your fucking brain, dude. All right, I'm going to do one more question. And if it's a fucking relationship question, I'm not even going to do it. Because, all right, let me just skim through this. Yep, relationship question. Fucking called it. Okay, let's see this one. There we go. Finally, dude. Not a non-relationship question. A rare breed on this fucking podcast. All right, here we go. Dear Surrey Experience, huge fan of the podcast and really in need of your help. My little brother is 16 years old and he's been getting in a lot of trouble lately. I'm afraid he's hanging out with the wrong crowd. He just recently got suspended from school for fighting and he comes home drunk every weekend. My parents separated when we were younger, so unfortunately my father is never around and my brother never listens to me or my mom. I told my mom to kick him out of the house to send him a message, but she won't. How do I keep my brother on the right path in life? Please help. Fuck, that's a tough one. Shit, now I kind of wish it was a relationship question. First off, you don't want to kick him out of the house. That's like the worst thing you can do, man. Because that's going to send him right to like all the morons of the world, man. Fuck, that's tough. Let's see. I was a pretty fucked up kid. What did my brother do? My brother just used to beat the shit out of me, right? And I turned out fine. I'm just kidding. Don't beat the shit out of your brother. But you know what you should do? You need to occupy his time, man. Like all the free time he has, he's just gonna like do stupid shit with it. So what I would suggest is like help him get like a part-time job or something, you know, like a job on the weekends. When I was in high school, I used to have to work on the weekends and that kept me out of a lot more trouble than I already got in. So I would definitely help him get like a part-time job, you know, and just make up some bullshit, lie to him, be like, hey, if you save up like $3,000, we'll buy you a new car. So make up some bullshit, right? That's basically what you want to do, man. Because with all these kids, they have so much free time, and that's when they get in a lot of trouble. So that would be my advice, man. If not a job, then maybe like some sort of like a sport or like a martial art, something like that. You know, and you should try to get like an older male influence around him, you know, maybe like a cousin or like a platonic male friend or something. I don't know, man. I hope that works out for you. If it does, email me back. We'll figure it out. But that's going to be the podcast for the week. Oh, and before I go, I just wanted to say good luck to Surrey's own Gary St. Lion Mangett, who's an MMA fighter from Surrey. One of the biggest shit kickers to ever come out of this city, which is saying something. He's fighting in Bahrain over the weekend, main eventing in Bahrain, man. Surrey is going international. We're doing it so big out here in Surrey, and by we, I mean everyone else. I'm like sitting in the comfort of my own room in my Gucci, right? High as a kite. But good luck to Gary Mangett. Everyone show him some love and support because when one of us goes to war, we all go to war. All right? So this is the Surrey Experience episode. I lost fucking count, and I'll talk to you guys in a week or two, give or take.